Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the handling missing value in the machine learning dataset with the help of Python functions. We will use these four different Python functions: drop_NA, fill_NA, interpolation and replace functions. Here I am going to import the required libraries. I am going to import the dataset. Here I am going to use the date column, which is not required for our purpose. Now this is our data set and we have to impute these nan value with the help of these four functions. You can see the data type of these variables. All are integer except the product quality. First we are going to use the drop_NA function. Here I am going to use the drop_NA with all the default values. You can see what are the default values we have. X is equal to 0. How is equal to any. Any means it will drop all those nan value or null values which are exist in this data set. It means it will delete all those nan values. And row wise, if this row has any nan value, then this row will be deleted. Same thing we are going to do here. You can see now we have only these rows. In these rows we don't have any null value. Now I am going to use the how is equal to all. It means drop rows where we have all NA value. It means row wise it will check each row, and if any row has all the nan value, if any row has all the nan value, it means if this 7 column has all the nan value, this all the nan value, then this row will be deleted. In our case we don't have any row where we have all the nan value in a single row, so it will display all the data. You can see we are having all the data now. You can see we have all the data in our data set. Now we are going to use the thresh is equal to 1. What it will do, it will use threshold which keep those rows where we have at least one valid value. It means it will delete all those rows where we have all the nan values. It means if we are going to use threshold is equal to 1, it means if in any row we have at least one valid value, it means this is valid value, this is valid value, but null is not a valid value. So if in any row if we have at least one valid value, then that row will be as it is. Let's check it. You can see we are getting all the data because in our case all the row have a valid value. You can see 11 rows and here we have 11 rows because in our case all the rows have all the valid data, at least one valid data. Now we are going to check at least 4 valid data. It means we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 column we have, so at least 4 valid data we should have in all the column. So here we are going to use threshold is equal to 4. So it will check in each row that each row must have at least 4 valid data. It means 1 2 3 4, it has 4 valid data. But if you see this row 1 2 3, it means this row only has a 3 valid data, so this row will be deleted. Now you can see this row has been deleted. Now we are going to use the fill_NA function. How the fill_NA function work? So fill_NA function we will use any value, like we can use 1 2 3. So we are going to fill any value with the help of 0. So all the null value has been replaced with 0. Now we are going to use the dictionary to replace this null value. How we are going to use? We are taking this date temperature column or any column and replacing these null value by using the mean and median and mode. So you can see that here I am going to use date temperature column and I am going to replace null value in day temperature column with the help of mean of that column. Null value in the number of customer column we are going to replace with median of the number of the customer. In product quality column we are going to replace null value with the static value A. So let's run it. Now you can see all the null value has been replaced with A, and corresponding number of the customer and day temperature, both columns null value have been replaced with corresponding mean and median value. Now again I am going to run this sales. So here what I am going to do, so I am going to use the method is equal to ffill and bfill in fillANA function. So how does it work? So ffill means it will fill this nan value with the last value. It means if we use the column wise, so how it will fill this nan value, it will use the last value. It means nan, what is the last value? 33. What is the last value? 27. For this will not be replaced because this is a categorical column. Nan, what is last value? 115. It means just like your previous value in that particular column. You can see number 5 value has been replaced with 33. So it is correct. Same way we can use the backward fill. Backward fill, it means next value of that column, 26. This nan will be replaced with 26. So same thing we can also use. Now you can see for the backward fill, this should be 27, 7 row 27. This has been replaced. Now again I am going to use this original data frame. Here I am going to use the column wise. Column wise means just like earlier we are using the like this column value. Now x is equal to column, it means it will replace, if we use the forward fill, it will replace the value corresponding to that particular row. It means if we are going to replace this nan value, in that case it will consider this row. Don't be confused with x is equal to column. Just think it is just like the opposite. It means row wise. It means if we have this nan value, then this nan value, if we are going to use the forward fill, in that case our value nan value will be replaced with this 2 value, and this nan will also be replaced with 2. This nan will also be replaced with 2. All these nan will be replaced with 2. Let's check it. You can see all the value has been replaced with 2. In the backward fill, just like opposite in a same row, this nan will be replaced with this value, and these all 3 will be replaced with this p value. Let me run it. You can see BBB. Now we are going to import the data frame again. Here I made changes because these changes I would need to explain you the some other details. That's why I made these changes here. So now this is our data frame. So this is not required here. So let me use the ffill limit is equal to 1. Earlier what is happening, if we are using the backfill without having the limit, in that case whatever the value we have in that particular row, that nan value will be replaced with the previous or the last value in that particular row. Like all these nan value has been replaced with b without having any limit, because if we want to only replace this particular nan value, in that case we have to use the limit. Just check it. Limit is equal to 1. It means it will only replace the one value in that particular column, because here I am not using this x is equal to column, so it will use the column wise. Now here I am not using the x is equal to column, so it will replace all the value corresponding to the column. So limit is equal to 2. You can see it means 2. So we are in the forward, so 27, here we will get the 27 and 27, because limit is equal to 2. It means only 2 nan value will be replaced. If we have nan value here, then this will not be replaced, because we have mentioned limit is equal to 2. So here you can see 27 and 27. Now I am going to use the interpolation method. Interpolation method, how does it work? Let's check. I am going to use the interpolation by using all the default values. You can see what are the default values. Method is equal to linear and x is equal to 0. 0 means this particular index wise, and linearly it means it will replace all the these null value in a linear fashion. Let's check it how it impute. So here you can see that here we have this NaN value. So how it will replace? It will replace in a linear fashion. It means whatever the value 33 and 26, it will choose the mid value between these two values 33 and 26. So mid value would be around 29.5. Same thing here you can see 115 and 105. So it will use the mid value. How does it work? It equally divide the data. Let this is your 115 and this is your 105. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So it equally divide the data and choose the mid value. You can see here same thing it is doing here, but it only work with this numerical data. It will not update this null value in the product quality. I want to update this null value according to the date. I give you one example here. I have a date 1 2 3 4 5 6 and one day I have a $10 sale, again day I have $12 sale, in the third day I have $11 sale, I have $13 sale, I have $16 sale. This is your null value. We know because if we will not use this particular, if you see here, if we will not use this method is equal to time, in that case how does it work? It will impute this value in a linear fashion. But if we will use method is equal to time, in that case it will also consider the date. I have one value 7 is equal to 20. So and this is your 16 and this is your 6. This is your 9. So in that case what it will do? It will replace this null value considering this date 6. And how it will impute? It will impute nearer to this date 5. It means we have 16, so probably it will be equal to around 17 or 16.8 something, near to this value 16. So it impute the value in such a way. So let's check it how does it work. So I am going to use this. You can see we got error. What is the error? Time weighted interpolation only work on series or data frame with a date time index. It means we must have the date time index. In our case date is a column, so this should be a index. So we are going to convert date column as a index. Now this is index. Now this will work. You can see here we have NaN 26 and 28 and 29. So this value will be nearer to this 29. You can see that 23 and this is your 24. You can see 26 27, there is a 1 day gap. So this value will be imputed with this corresponding to this 23 value. That's why it is closer to 23, but it is far away from the 27 because this date is closer to your 29. So this way it works. Now we are going to use the replace function. Again going to import the data set. Now let's work on this replace function. So here what I am going to do, I am going to replace this NaN value with 0. You can see all the values have been replaced. Now again I am going to use this df sales original data frame. So here I am going to impute all the columns null value in a one go. Here I am going to impute all the column values corresponding to mean for the numerical column and mode for the categorical column, and I am using the for loop. You can see in a one go we have imputed all the columns null value. Here I am going to round off this value. Now what I am going to do, I am going to replace some known value in each column with NaN value. It means if we want to impute this NaN value by using some static value, we can do that by using the dictionary. Now same thing I am doing here by using the static data, and also doing the same thing I am going to replace this 99.5 with 99.5 million something. So same thing we can do that. Now what I am going to do, I am going to replace this. You can see B, M, billions, millions. So I am going to replace these value with null. It means I want only 100.0, 99.5, like this type of the data. So I am using this regex is equal to true. So you can see I am getting this value 100.0, 100.5. We are not getting B and M here. I am again going to import the data. Now this is your data set. Now what I am going to do, I am going to use the method is equal to fill, same which we have used earlier. I am going to use the same method fill which we have used earlier. Same way it will work here. It means forward column wise. This value will be replaced here like this way. And if we will backward, then the next value will be replaced in the previous column value. If we will use the axis, then it will work in a row wise. Same way it will work here. Same thing. Nothing is new. Only limit is equal to 1. It means this value will be replaced in NaN if limit is equal to 1. If limit is equal to 2, then 27 will be replaced in both the rows. You can see 27 has been replaced in both the rows. So this way we can use different Python functions to impute the missing value. That's it from my side for today. I hope this video would be helpful to all of you. Thank you very much for watching this video.